Hello there, Frogman, better known as Ryan, and I've been on a self-improvement and healing journey these past few months. As keen viewers have noticed, I have made a habit of mentioning a certain large feature of the character Sonic the Hedgehog when reviewing his games. It was cultivated from a rather disturbing subsection of the internet that many, including myself, find enjoyable to poke fun at. And I've been working to keep myself from having these thoughts, as it's cost me personal and professional opportunities. And I'm happy to say that I've made great progress. And today is my final test to review a Sonic game without thinking of his... Thank you to Trapped in Narnia for suggesting this game. Sonic and the Black Knight released in March of 2009. Developed by Sonic Team, this was the second installment in Sonic's storybook series that started with Secret Rings, and at first glance, these games seem incredibly similar. Putting them side by side, you can certainly see they're from the same engine, having Sonic complete mission-based levels that vary between reaching goal, time trials, defeating enemies, and required boss fights. Hell, even Sonic's pose on the back of the box looks crazy similar, making the whole thing feel more like a choice rather than a new entry. No, there are two paths in life: getting married or the blade. I suppose my path was chosen early in life because we had Secret Rings growing up, and despite seeing Sonic with a sword and reacting accordingly, this is fucking cool! We never picked up Black Knight. I think we were just content with what we had and never sought anything from the same developers that brought us the Time Vampire that was the Lost Prologue. And similarly, I think players were equally done with Sonic's BS because this game marks the end of the storybook series. It's unknown if a third one was ever being developed, but a Facebook survey from Sega suggests that they might have wanted to do another, but it never made it out of concept. Which is why I'm pushing to give Sonic his third storybook series game, in which he dives into the most well-known storybook of all time, where he helps people towards salvation with the help of his new friend, Jesus the Christ. Once you've named your profile, a 3D cutscene begins showing a woman running from a very clearly evil-looking dude summoning monsters from the underworld. Backed into a corner, she begins a summoning spell herself. Hey, how's it going? It's me, Sonic! Oh my god. What? He has chili dogs. He's got chili dogs with him.
He's sucking on a chili dog?
Yeah.
Forgive my abrupt summons.
Who the hell are you? Oh, I see.
Dude, same though.
Holy shit. He sucks that shit down.
Oh, I get it. No problem. I'm used to stuff like this.
I'm glad Sonic never asks questions. He's just like, sees something and fucks the shit up.
I can't wait till he's summoned to another world, assumes everyone's bad, and just like kills a village.
Yeah. You're cute. I'll be on your side.
Why'd you stop me?
This right here. This is the moment the PNG cutscenes failed the test. I'm not going to say it ever passed with Rings because it's still difficult to see what's going on in some scenes, but at least they did that from the beginning there. We just kind of had to deal with it. But having the 3D cutscenes butt right up against the motion tween cutouts of the characters makes these feel incredibly cheap. And I feel bad because these 3D cutscenes are great. Plus in this game, it's easier to see the settings and characters in this style. However, it does emphasize more that these are just tweening pictures, so it's better, but it just shows how cheap it is. What a disappointing and boring mixed statement, Ryan, I hear from within my walls. Can't you talk about something that you have a solid opinion on? Well then, how about I talk about the controls, which has the unique effect of making my face do this. It's not like the game is unplayable. You can move Sonic forward and jump. But that's about all it's really good at. We now hold the Wii Remote with the nunchuck, providing us a glorious joystick to move Sonic with, and jumping is now regulated to just pressing the A button, None of this charge jump chicanery from before. But we can't have something just be improved, so now we've got to learn combat. As was heavily advertised, Sonic gets a magic sword, replacing his toolkit of homing attack to allow sword swings, slashes, and various other context-sensitive moves that require deep, intimate knowledge of Sonic's moveset to properly pull off. Alternatively, this works just as well throughout the whole game. There's so much you can do to progress in the game, but there's absolutely zero feedback on what certain moves do what, and it's incredibly imprecise on what this means for this gameplay. And Sonic's forward momentum can be a real problem. Similar to the previous game, it's pretty hard to move left and right when Sonic gets going, and if you reach a spot where you need some precision platforming, or god forbid need to back up, it can lead to some pretty embarrassing losses when you're deep in the game. Alright, well, I lost the fight to a wall.
Yeah, I've been there, man.
But the sword combat frequently stops the forward momentum and incentivizes getting right up on an enemy to hit or shield them properly, causing you sometimes to just get hit and say, I don't know what I could have done there. Not to mention, it's pointless to learn anyway, as the jump slash solves literally every problem the game presents. Sword attacks stop you in your tracks? Do a jump slash. Enemy blocking your attack? Do a jump slash. Are you getting frustrated at this franchise because it's constantly missing the mark of where you believe it can be, and it's just a constant reminder of your own underachieving career, laying bare your shortcomings from an inability to stick to one thing and never getting properly good at something you could be proud of, knowing you could be doing more and better if you simply put forth the effort and place some faith in your abilities? Jump slash! It never demands anything more from you. Even when you get into one-on-one duels with the other knights, guarding and dodging around attacks are pointless when jump slash destroys everything the game presents. Might as well get into it. Every so often, you'll duel with one of the 3 Sonic characters cosplaying as the Knights of the Round Table. I'd love for this moment to be where the sword finally feels good to use, blocking strikes and waiting for that perfect moment to strike, but jump slash! There are times where you clash swords and have to shake the Wii Remote. Or, no wait, you have to shake at a specific time. Wait, no, that didn't work. Yeah, I never got this to work properly, because when this happened, it means I didn't jump slash! And it's a shame, because in the stage where this combat is supposed to shine, it's immediately revealed to be a super shallow gimmick that is easily cheesed in any situation, even if you engage with it at all. Unless you are in a mission specifically asking to defeat enemies, you are by no means obligated to fight anyone, and I found myself running through every fight that didn't require me to participate in. I suppose that is just getting us in the right mindset for the main character, since Sonic wanted to leave this dumb sword the first chance he got, and I'd think this would be on purpose if I believed Sonic Team were capable of any sort of meta-narrative. Also, the idea of making a core game mechanic terrible for the sake of character immersion is one of those ideas that gets you quarantined on the off chance that stupid is contagious. Okay. This is making more sense now. But let's finally talk some positives, and as long as we're in the Sonic mindset of running past everything non-essential, the characterization of Sonic in Black Knight is some of the best in the franchise. Of course, there's the chili dogs in the beginning cutscene that doubly revealed Sonic had 0 gag reflex, but he's also firmly comfortable doing his own thing throughout the game, standing against the traditional chivalry being pushed onto him while also doing good by his own terms. All the other characters are confused by his actions, and I too was initially annoyed on how he would seem to pick and choose when the rules of chivalry applied to him. But reflecting more, he stays true to his own self, helping others in need even if it seems to hinder his grand quest. And while that can seem like a case of the hero can do no wrong, it totally is, but it shows Sonic's sense of justice is so strong, nothing will shake his resolve to do what he believes is right. I mean, my god, the scene where he confronts Percival and claims himself to be the Knight of the Wind, bound by no one, is just cool, damn it. It's fucking cool. This is what Sonic's character is all about, man. It's a goddamn shame it's trapped in a Sonic game. The story has this weird tone issue where it can be super silly, then crash into something serious without giving it the time it needs to air out. A prime example being Sonic's complete disregard for Knuckles' mental health.
Only death can remove this stain upon my honor.
Oh my god.
Give me a break! What's up with all this drama?
Silence! Silence, I say!
Sonic, what the fuck?
A knight who fails their king is
How to
unfit
deal with
to live.
suicide in your loved
Isn't there
one.
more to being a
Hey,
knight than
cut
just
out
serving
the
a king?
nonsense. Why don't you stop being such a bitch?
Give me a break.
People to save, you know?
I just don't think I can move on. It's just sadness all the time.
Man, what a baby.
You're not sad. People have it worse than you do. Just toughen up.
Get good.
And then there's golden dialogue between Sonic and the blacksmith, better known as Tails, where he just goes, I know a fine blade when I see it. I am a blacksmith after all. Like, who thought this could be delivered in a natural way? Then there's the main plot that tries to have a profound existential moment, but just can't escape its own self. By the way, I'm trying to be more conscious of spoilers, so now's your chance to skip ahead to this point and keep yourself narratively blind for this 16-year-old game. Ready? Okay. As you go, you might notice Merlina being more sorrowful than normal. And by might notice, I mean the whole momentum of the story grinds to a halt to make sure we hear her talk about how tragic it is that things can die. And man, it's a little hard to take her seriously.
Why do flowers bloom, knowing they are destined to wither?
Huh?
Oh, f-
Their time
Yeah, are you going through something? Dan, there's no therapist in the old times, isn't there? Oh.
Forgive me, Sonic. But I would be recognized in town.
All right, then I guess it's so long for now.
Yes. May your journey be safe.
The hell was that?
All right. Why don't we head over here now?
Why does the sun continue to rise on this bleak, empty world?
Are you good, Merlina?
Yeah, it's just hard stops. Just like, are you okay?
Another day passes by, and what have we accomplished other than bringing the world a day closer to its demise?
I think I'm just gonna leave.
And the best part of that is we don't ever get a chance to unpack this, since we pretty much ignore her until we go and fight King Arthur, only for her to turn and reveal she was the reason behind Arthur being evil and summoning the underworld monsters in a bid for keeping the world going forever. And what's also great is that we never confront that until right before the final fight, where she pleads with Sonic to avert this world from ruin by having it stay this way forever. Sonic takes the surprisingly mature stance for him of what good a world is that keeps going forever, alluding to the idea of having no meaning for life without struggle. But then Sonic does this.
My sorrow at its ruin runs deeper than the depths of the underworld. Do you not understand?
No, and I don't want to.
I'm an ignorant motherfucker, and I'm gonna stay that way.
No way.
Cool story, lady. Too bad I wasn't listening. God, that's such a perfect delivery. No, and I don't want to.
Caliber.
Yeah.
Stupid bitch.
Yeah, honestly, this lady essentially saying is like, it's just my soul is tied to this world. And he's like, I don't care.
Like, it's a very deep and profound storyline for Sonic of all franchises to tackle, and it almost gets the gravity it deserves, but Sonic as a character is just impervious to keeping things serious. Shown again when he defeats Merlina and tells her death is what gives life meaning, handing her a bloomed flower as a metaphor of her struggles fully realized, only for the plot to pivot hard and crown Sonic as the one and true King Arthur. What? I'm king? The long and short of it is, the story has a hard time keeping a tone. Their attempts at having a serious overarching theme is undercut by the simple nature of Sonic dialogue crushing any sort of sentimentality it might bring up. But it's not horrible. As much as I dunk on it, it's serviceable enough to where it makes its point, and I can get a laugh at it from here and there, but it just feels like it's struggling to figure out what it wants to be. Does it want to be a silly Sonic adventure for all audiences where all you have to do is wiggle the Wii remote? Or does it want to make some grand statement and demand split-second swings from the player out of the blue? Let's talk about the King Arthur fight! Once you have all the swords from the knights, King Arthur confronts you in a final showdown where he runs away from you. An odd strategy if we were not Sonic the Hedgehog.
You dare face me, challenger? Prepare to face your death! What?
He lays down balls of energy that you need to swing back at him, and when that fills your soul gauge, you can soul surge after him. All fine and good until this point where Sonic hovers over Arthur because he just can. And you need to swing the Wii remote at the precise time the graphic shows up. And if you're late or early by half a second, too bad! Grind up some more soul gauge, nerd! Yes, this is the classic get good roadblock, but understand the game has demanded next to nothing from me as everything has been solved with Jump Slash! Now you're asking this of me as if I've been doing it all game, which I haven't! And when you're losing to the same thing over and over again, it can wear you down quite quickly. Oh my god!
So are the rings your health in this game?
Yeah. God damn it! Bitch! Fucking lasagna! Bitch!
You still fighting King Arthur?
Yep!
You're doing good, man. You almost had him there.
Eventually, with enough grit, even I could power through, and the lingering thought in my mind comes back to me that this seems strangely final for what was at most an hour and a half in the game. So that can't be it, right? What? What the fuck?
Hannah was right!
I mean, surely there's a lot that you skipped. Was that the only mission that you could choose?
No, but the other stuff was like side stuff.
How
much was this game?
A lot of padding.
So, why the fuck are there credits at this point? Yes, they did this with secret rings, but I clearly needed more stuff to fight the real final guy. But King Arthur is the only goal we have at this point. There's no indication of anything more we have to do until after the credits are done and you're kicked back to the main menu. And even then, you have to go back and choose the random mission that lets you continue onward. And I can't help but feel that there's this kid somewhere that missed the entire second half of the game because they thought they were done. They would have missed fighting the real conflict, they would have missed controlling the other knights, and they would have missed Sonic's sick as hell transformation with his sword that grows huge and gains massive power. And yes, somebody could luck into playing more and find this, but if I were a kid with no prior knowledge to the game, I would not want to come back and play more of this. Heck, I debated leaving it at this because after the 18-minute struggle I had with King Arthur, even the prospect of new characters did not feel like enough to keep me going.
But you know what? I pushed through it, and I gotta say, it was not worth it at all.
Each character suffers from the same problem as Sonic, if not worse, the only upside being Percival's soul gauge attack being completely broken. And the final few missions are just a sprint through the same places we've been, and a negligible fight with a dragon. And another that reuses the slash mechanic from the King Arthur fight. Ah, fuck!
Overall, Sonic and the Black Knight suffers from gameplay that feels like it was never given a chance to fully develop. Combat never feels good or controlled, and you wind up sliding by on good enough until the game suddenly asks for mastery where it doesn't exist. Its strong notes boil down to Sonic being an enjoyable character, and Night of the Wind being that one song I'll never admit in person slaps really fucking hard. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that Night of the Wind from Sonic? What, me? Sonic? No, of course not. I couldn't get into using the other characters or its lackluster customization through the blacksmith because it all felt like an afterthought. And that's not even getting into the stuff that are actual afterthoughts. You can customize an emblem that doesn't do anything other than reinforce how the brand never dies. You can see rewards for things you've done in game like cold-blooded murder, and the sub-games that wouldn't have been fun even if I did play them. Alright, to tell the truth, I lied on that. I did try and play it, but the people that I do play with are incredibly sore losers.
Hey guys, better luck next time.